more people to get vaccinated.
I agree with a lot of the statisticians and scientists that are trying to predict the outcome of this, which is that we'll likely see a true nadir this spring. But we have to take that with a healthy sense of caution, and we can't give COVID-19 the opportunity to spread.
The Los Angeles City Council is considering a plan that would require proof of vaccine if people want to enter restaurants, bars, gyms, or salons. There's a similar rule in place in New York City. Cleanup continues off the coast of Southern California. That oil slick the size of New York City still there. Divers got a look at the pipeline yesterday and say it appears a ship's anchor may have caused the pipeline to rupture. This is ABC News. A decision from Israel's highest court in an eviction fight in East Jerusalem that's earned international attention.
Israel's Supreme Court striking a compromise to temporarily put off the eviction of several Palestinian families from their homes in East Jerusalem by a Jewish nonprofit. Evictions the Biden administration openly opposes. The justice is offering the status of protected tenants to the Palestinians for 15 years with a minimal annual rent. The Palestinians can continue their legal fight for ownership of the property during that time. The deal awaits approval by both sides, but it still fails to address a discriminatory law that allows Jews but not Palestinians to claim property owned before the establishment of the State of Israel. Jordana Miller, ABC News, Jerusalem.
Several reports say the data posted in an online message board appears to contain source code for the site as well as information on payouts creators who stream games. Rena Roy, ABC News.
I'm looking forward to a play date with my granddaughter.
Nana! I can't wait to get together with my friends for a backyard barbecue.
If you're 65 or older, you're starting to get back to doing things you love. Did you know even healthy adults 65 and older are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia? It's a potentially serious bacterial lung disease that can disrupt your life for weeks. Help protect yourself with the Prevnar 13 pneumococcal 13 valent conjugate vaccine, diphtheria CRM 197 protein. Prevnar 13 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 13 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Prevnar 13 does not protect against all strains of the disease. Ask your doctor or pharmacist today about Prevnar 13. Learn more at Prevnar13.com. Don't get Prevnar 13 if you have had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with a weakened immune system may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most commonly reported side effect was pain at the injection site. For additional common side effects and full prescribing information, please call 1-866-694-9300 or visit Prevnar13.com.
KHOW News Time, 10:03.
State health officials are urging everyone 6 months of age and older to get a flu shot, ideally before the end of this month. The illness is starting to circulate, and state epidemiologist Dr. Rachel Herlihy says flu shots this year are especially critical because of possible strains on the Colorado healthcare system tied to COVID-19. There could be a resurgence of the flu this year due to more in-person and large gatherings than there were in 2020. With 129 days of elevated air pollution last year in the Denver metro area, some parents are wondering if it's safe for their kids to play outdoors on poor air quality days.
That is a big question for parents. It definitely affects the lungs and respiratory problems.
Program Director Rex Wilmouth says that a new report from Environment Colorado shows the harmful pollutants are coming from burning fossil fuels such as diesel and gasoline in vehicles, and also from wildfires burning across the western U.S. That's the latest. I'm Pat Woodard.
Now, Impact Traffic.
From the DuckDuckGo Traffic Center.
This report is sponsored by Audible. You have a new accident causing trouble on I-25 northbound at 6th Avenue right now. It's blocking your right lane. And then an update for you on the I-70 closure out west at the Eisenhower Tunnel. The truck fire is out, but CDOT says they'll have that closed in both directions for most of the day. All traffic is being diverted over Loveland Pass. The weather forecast, mostly sunny today with a chance for some storms in the late afternoon, a high of 80. For tonight, mostly clear with a low down to 49. And tomorrow, sunny skies and a high of 78. Right now, it's 63 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Cynthia Vale, 630 KHOW.
This fall, Audible is the best place to listen for everything you're into, from comedy to motivation to the latest bestsellers. Find it all at Audible with audiobooks, exclusive originals, and popular podcasts. Start listening free when you sign up at audible.com.
Not taking advantage of today's low rates? Think they're going lower? Well, with Ideal Home Loans, you'll always get the lowest rate with Ideal's exclusive interest rate guarantee. Hello, I'm consumer advocate Tom Martino. If rates go down, they refinance you free of charge. Call for details 303-867-7000. And at Ideal, you don't have to start over at 15 or 30. You choose the ideal term for you. Only at idealhomeloans.com. 303-867-7000.
Amendment 78 is a measure on this year's ballot to ensure that public dollars are spent in a transparent way. Voting yes means state money will only be spent after public hearings and input from elected representatives and citizens from across the state. Amendment 78 will shine a light on all spending by the state government, including a number of funds that are currently controlled by the Governor and Attorney General. Vote for more accountability and transparency in state government. Vote yes on Amendment 78, paid for by Colorado Rising State Action.
You don't pay a cent until you're content. Only with excelroofing.com.
Afternoons 2 to 4. It's Leland Conway.
Congressman Ken Buck stops by the show to talk about the behemoth spending bill the Democrats are trying to force down the throat of Americans that would transform our country forever. That's coming up at 2 o'clock Wednesday, right here on Denver's Talk Station, 630 K-House.
Ripped off, bad news.
On 630 K-How.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino, and what do you say we have some fun? What do you say we solve some problems, answer questions, and take complaints? And this is when I tell you about something great like anything that I represent that I think is great. And by the way, I don't take that lightly, but I'm not kidding when I say this. I would only recommend things I, honest to God, use or believe in. Panacea is a CBD product, purest that I know, from seed to sale. They grow it, and they stow it, and then they, what would you say? They don't brew it. What do they do with CBD? They make it. They make CBD. Extract it. Yes, extract. And realcbdthatworks.com. That's it. That's it. So if you want to get the best for pain, inflammation, and anxiety, try it. You'll love it. There's all different forms. I use Fast, if you want to know what I use. And I use the oil drops. Use Tom in the promo code. Get 30% off. So what's on your mind today? 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. I have a safety thing. I like to talk about health and safety on the show as well as other things. As you know, I got my IV yesterday in the studio. Did you know that, Suze? I got my IV, so we don't have to schedule them again until November. But I do want to talk about safety, and that is do not walk dogs when you're on an electric scooter. I think that's a good safety tip today. And I wish, I'm not sure, but I wish I could publish the photo. It's not indecent in any way, but I think we should put it
Oh, for sure it does.
So it shows where you left it and how you left it.
Yeah, so we had a problem with the Uber one. In fact, once again, I ended up suing these guys. It'll be the second time. There's nothing we can do. They overcharged us. We drove them the same exact amount. They did not realize she finished hers, and it charges like $50 for a mile, and there's no way to contact them. No way